Hello, this is Kentucky Prepper 1792, and I want to talk about a skill that you should learn that's going to save you a lot of money and it's really valuable. What skill is that? I'm talking about mechanical work, specifically on your car. Learning mechanical work is going to save you a lot of money, it's going to give you some peace of mind, but you do need some tools. So, if you don't have any tools, I would recommend getting started with a basic mechanical tool set. I have an all-in-one kit here. I've lost some tools over the years, but all-in-one tool kit's going to have your screwdrivers, your wrenches, your ratchets, your sockets. You're going to need vice grips, pliers, adjustable wrench, channel locks, needle nose plier, wire cutters. And you're going to need the tools, and I'll show you the kind of tools that I have left over. Keep in mind, I bought this a decade and a half ago. Alright, so there's all my pliers and channel locks, adjustable wrench. This was my set of screwdrivers. I had some wire cutters here. I had like a small electronics screwdriver set there and lost those, but you're gonna need some screwdrivers. I never used the small screwdrivers for my car. I always used it for electronics. So here's all my wrenches, not all of them, but what I have remaining. You see it's dirty. It gets used, and here is a very valuable piece. You know, you got your wrenches here, your ratchets, rather, and you're going to need all these. This one right here, I had to buy it separately. It's a spark plug changer. Just kind of shove it right in there. I don't know if I mentioned this, but you are going to need car jack and stands to stand your car on to be safe. You're going to need a oil drip pan. You're going to need jumper cables. Battery packs are really useful, and now you can like charge devices and have your battery pack like to jump start a car. Battery packs. It's a emergency electrical source, so that's a good thing to have anyway. Some basic skills to have. You can save lots of money by changing your oil and changing your oil filter. It's cost effective, it's easy, it's a valuable skill, and not doing it will destroy your car. So when I change my oil, I use a 15,000 mile oil change oil. I'm trying to think of what to say here. So when I change my oil, I use an oil that requires an oil change every 15,000 miles. It's a little bit more expensive, and after the oil and filter, I spend about $30 in doing that. Well, the advantage of that is I don't have to change my oil for 15,000 miles. Well, you're typically supposed to change your oil every 3,000 miles. So I can go through five oil change time periods and only have to change my oil once, and I save money doing that. Some other basic repairs that you should be able to do is, can you change a battery? Can you change a starter? Can you change the alternator? Can you change air filters, fuel filters, spark plugs, brake pads? Can you flush your coolant if you need to? Can you change your headlights, your turn signals, brake lights? Lots of basic things that you can do with a basic toolkit. And you can do a lot with a little. I've done all these tasks that I just listed. I've also changed a car engine, changed the clutch, radiator change, fuel pumps, and so much more. I didn't go to basic mechanical school. I went to the School of Hard Knocks. I couldn't afford a nice car, so I had to buy cheap cars, and they required repairing. And I just had to figure it out and make do with what I had. You can get lost in buying specialty tools, but don't. A basic tool set will get you through a lot of tough times. I do recommend knowing what you can't do. I personally don't feel comfortable changing a timing belt because I don't know how to adjust the timing. I could learn, but I personally don't know how to do it. I know I don't have the tools to do air conditioning because air conditioning uses some specialty tools that I don't have. I don't know how to adjust valves, so that's something I would refer to my mechanic for. So search the internet on what's going on with your car. So a internet search could be, why is my steering wheel shaking when I put on the brakes? Well, that'll tell you like, hey, it's probably a problem with your rotors. And then you can go to YouTube or some video site and you can search how do you change rotors in, and then you put your specific car and it'll show you. It's awesome. I learned how to change the clutch in my car from a 20-minute YouTube video. It took me about 27 hours, but still, I did it. I could not afford getting it done any other way. So just a little tip, when you are doing a project on your car and you're doing a little bit of repair work, take a picture before you start, while you're going through the process, and you can compare it to what it looked like before and during the process, so you can step backwards and put together everything you dismantled. So learning basic mechanics is going to save you money. It's really an in-demand skill. It's going to help you with peace of mind because you're going to be self-sufficient. You're going to have security for your standard of living. Not having a car can make a big difference in your life, especially in the U.S. where we're pretty spread out. And if you don't have a car, then like you don't have access to most things. And also, if you're on a trip or anything, you're not going to be stranded in some situations where your car might break down. Guys, master your mind, learn some skills, be fruitful, put God first, love your family, and help out others.